Let's talk market fundamentals, and Sandeep Sabharwal joins us with his take on where things are headed. Now, Sandeep's been on the ball, calling the market bottom right, and he's been making a case that why one should be buying banks disproportionately. So, Sandeep, thank you for some of your great calls. I'm sure our viewers have benefited because of your wisdom. Now, where do we go from here? The logic which you attributed earlier was that nobody was in a mood to buy. There was a lot of pessimism and there was no participation. Well, that pendulum has reversed. Now nobody wants to sell. There is optimism and there is some degree of greed which clearly has kicked in.
Yeah, I think, morning Nikunj, I think you are right to some extent that markets have now reached a stage where traders are more bullish in the markets than bearish, and that's reflected with the kind of positions we see in the markets today. Now, the other part is that one is the domestic traders and the entire trading community. The second is the global investors. I think the global investors and funds are still bearish. Cash positions still continue to be very high. And my guess is that post-Fed meeting, we'll see a market melt up. And we'll see the markets move up higher before they give any sustainable kind of correction. So I think we'll have small dips here and there, but I think the bigger correction will happen after the Fed meet and after a market up move subsequent to the Fed meet. And to that extent, levels of the markets have become difficult to predict given the pace of the up move. But my guess is that people should ride the move as long as it lasts. And at that stage, maybe 8400 or 8500, wherever it goes to, that will be the time to take some profits off the table. Now, secondly, I think my thesis also is that we'll see some action shift to mid caps now because we've had a big move in large caps and the mid cap action will start. Now, the mid cap action will start in many companies. So I think one has to be selective where one is buying, but I think that will happen now.
Yeah, certainly seems to be the case. And before we move any further on the fundamentals, I think Yogesh Mehta is joining us as well in moments from now. It's 8:45, so this is what we do every day at 8:45, give you some actionable ideas. So first, let's get those actionable ideas going. Mitesh, aside of the two ideas already given, what else is on your radar?
See, I have a buy on HUL, and that's a stock which I didn't mention yesterday as well. It's broken out of a bullish pattern on the hourly and 2 hourly. So that's a buy with a stop at 855 for targets of 895. And IndusInd Bank, a fresh swing breakout, fresh swing high. That's a buy with a stop at 1105 for targets of 1155.
Right, IndusInd Bank and CK. What about your big positional idea at 845?
It's Axis Bank this time, and the reason for picking Axis Bank as a positional play is the kind of pattern it has made on the weekly charts. Prices, their